Just a quick update to the Chris Brown arrest. He was arrested in Manchester in the UK and is being held. Now, we just got some information that he is not coming home anytime soon. Chris Brown will be held until his court date, which has been set for June the 13th. I was not shocked at all by the move. Why? Because they know that if he leaves and heads back to the US, he's not going back over there for any court. A lot of people have voiced their concerns as to why Brown went to the UK to promote his new album when he had warrants. Problem is, he probably didn't even know he had warrants in the UK. Others have pointed out that if he is innocent, then he should sit and wait it out till June. Because that's probably one of the reasons why he went back. You know, he probably, like I said, it's an alleged assault. Maybe he did not do anything. It's alleged that he took the tequila bottle to this individual's head. Alleged. So that's probably why he went back over to the UK to promote the new album. You know, but if he was guilty and knew it in his mind, he would never set foot back there. Am I right or wrong? So this remains to be played out in a courtroom. June 13th. Once again, Chris Brown will remain in custody in the UK for the alleged assault of the music producer by taking the tequila bottle allegedly to his head. So we'll keep you updated and we'll see if anything else comes out of this. Until then, I'm out the door. Peace.
This was some alleged shit that happened a long time ago. This happened nowhere in the last 3-year period. This is some old ass shit that they're trying to bring back up. And so, you know, you can't say somebody needs to change when they've already been walking a serious positive path and some old shit pops up and without, you get what I'm saying? Like, niggas is already doing great things and being positive and doing like a lot of stuff for the community and a lot of stuff giving back that they don't mention and CB doesn't mention, because when you giving back, it never really needs to be publicized. You know what I'm saying? So all of the philanthropist and humanitarian work that CB does is always not going to be publicized because it's not like that. But I think whatever's happening out there is shady, and it's some old shit from way back when everybody was in a different space and in a different mindset. And all that shit is, none of that shit is true, and it's not okay. He's just been an artist. He's always been dedicated to his fans and dedicated to the work.
Chris Brown, aka Chris Breezy, has been arrested in the UK. Now, from what we're hearing, this all went down at 2 a.m. inside of a Manchester hotel. It's all in connection with a 2023 alleged assault on a music producer. Brown flew into the UK to promote his 11/11 album. So I'm assuming Mr. Breezy over here thought it would be breezy and a breezy idea to head back to the UK. Now, he's being charged for an alleged assault. I say alleged assault, where he hit a music producer over the head with a tequila bottle. Sources also claim that Brown was kicking the individual while he was down on the ground. Brown was arrested after he landed in the UK and is being held right now on suspicion of grievous bodily injury. TMZ reached out to Brown's reps for a response. They got nothing on that. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Chris Brown, I don't know whose feathers he worked. Like, this is a complete setup to me. He's going to Europe to get ready for his tour, and they arrest him and leave him in jail with no bail. Like, he killed somebody. This is, and then also, they saying he threw a bottle. Come on, man.
He said he hit a music producer with a bottle.
Where's the video? They got 1,000 videos of him that night in the club.
For one, they got different laws than us.
CCTV. But what I'm saying is, why I can't see the video of Chris Brown throwing the bottle or hitting the guy with the bottle? We would have saw it already. right? We saw the whole Antonio Brown. You knew he ran back, got the yalla, and came back with the yalla.
It happened
Why
in
Chris
Florida,
Brown?
man. It didn't happen in Manchester.
They got
their
more
own
cameras than
system.
us.
Yeah, but we don't got access to the camera.
Listen, I'm throwing the I'm throwing the flag down. I'm throwing the foul.
Let them get on with the tour.
I think they.
You
saw,
about to go over there in a few weeks. Don't bother them people.
Yeah, I love them UK, but I don't. The hidden hand is what I'm trying to tell you. Somebody keep fucking with Chris Brown because the man trying to do his thing, get it to his bag, and every time he's trying to elevate and go to another level, somebody try to pull him back down. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. Conspiracy Joe, not even Crazy Joe.
Ooh, switched. Ooh, we added another one. Conspiracy Joe.
Christopher Maurice Brown has been locked up behind bars. Yep, just start crying, get it all out. I know some of y'all had tours y'all wanted to go on, and some of you guys are hoping he'll be out before the tour dates. And guys, from hearing about this case and him hitting a guy over the head with a bottle, nearly killing the man, yeah, it doesn't look like he's getting out anytime soon unless he has a very good lawyer and the lawyer knows what he's doing, and maybe he can get him out of this mess. But I don't believe he will be performing on tour anytime soon. Anyways, let's just talk about the facts for a second. So if y'all know about this dude's history, and I like Chris Brown, I try to emulate his dance moves. I remember when Wall to Wall came out, Run It, Kiss Kiss. It's so many songs that I like from Chris Brown. And yes, while he is a good artist and a great performer, entertainer, right? I would say in his personal life, separate the two for a second. In his personal life, he has had issues with his anger. There's no impulse control. There's been domestic violence. Y'all know the history. Beating up Rihanna, all that stuff, right?
I said, I still love Rihanna, but I'm just gonna be honest. We would fight each other. She would hit me, I would hit her. But it never was okay. It was always a point to when we talk about it, like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I don't like that. I don't like you slapping me. If I go on stage, I got a scratch on my face, and I gotta explain it like, oh, no, I fell, or if you got a scar or a bruise, you gotta put makeup on it. I feel like shit. I'm not ever trying to put my hands on any female. Like me, I felt like a fucking monster.
7 years ago, when I was about 17, 18, the whole Rihanna incident happened. And, a lot of that changed my life.
She starts going off, she throws the phone, I hate you, whatever. Starts hitting me. We're in a little Lamborghini. She's fighting me, and I'm like, look, I'm telling you the truth, I swear to God. I'm telling you the truth, stop it. So then she hits me a couple more times, and I just it doesn't go from translation to, let's sit down, I'm telling you the truth. It goes to, now I'm finna be mean and be evil. Arguing. So then I remember she tried to kick me. It's like just her just being upset. But then I really hit her. Like I with a closed fist, like I punched her. And it busted her lip. And when I saw it, I was in shock. I was like, fuck, why the hell did I hit her? So from there, she just spit in my face, spit the blood in my face, and I'm like, yo, so it enraged me even more. Like it's a real on fight in a car. We driving in the street. So I'm like, yo, man, y'all, we tripping. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing?
Now, supposedly, he's becoming a better person. Maybe he is. Maybe he's a work in progress. Or maybe this is just how he is, and he hasn't really grown out of that person that's just fueled by anger. And I get there's a lot of people, they're gonna say, oh, he's a celebrity. People just think they can do anything because he's a celebrity. Okay, first of all, people do that to regular people, not just celebrities. Jesus, that motorcycle is loud. People don't just do that to celebrities. It happens to normal people. I think what you're not understanding is normal people get into fights too, get into bar brawls. Then it gets to the point where guns are being pulled. So what does that mean? You tell me, what does that mean? You let your emotions get the better of you. Yes, you can defend yourself, but there's like, you don't have to overdo it to the point where now assault charges are being brought on you and attempted murder charges are being brought on you. And it seems like this dude, Chris Brown, he, and like many men out here that aren't in the spotlight, they do not have control of their emotions. There's not enough emotional intelligence there. There's no self-control, and there is no real anger management. You're not managing your anger. You just let somebody get you riled up, and then you keep getting more and more and more mad to the point where you're getting physical with them, and actually now you're going to jail. So that's what I'm saying. This dude has all this money, fame, all this stuff, but you can't take that away. You can't get rid of that anger and that need to have to fight and be that dude and shit. So now he's in jail as a result of that. I think he was on the run for a while now. Well, that's what people were saying. He was like on the run, or he was avoiding the UK because apparently they've been trying to bring him in on these charges for a while, because this case happened back in, well, the incident happened back in 2022. So it doesn't matter. It hasn't reached the statute of limitations, and I don't know how it works in the UK. So yeah, they can still arrest him even though it happened 3 years ago. So people try to come at me and defend him, and you want to defend a man who's been violent, who has a history of violence in his life, be my guest. But yeah, this is the result of someone who couldn't control themselves. Now he's in prison. And I could say the same thing about it's not King Von, it's his friend, lildurk. King Von passed away, right? Well, not passed away, he got gunned down by, I guess it was another, the opposition, or ops is what you call them. They were coming after him. And a lot of people was kind of teasing Durk because he didn't, what are they saying, slide for Von and all that stuff. So what do y'all think he did? He got caught up too. But yeah, this is just a perfect example of him. Yes, he let his anger and him just being in the streets and things like that get the best of him. I get it. He's upset that his friend got killed. He wants to avenge his friend. This happens in the hood a lot with black men specifically, or yeah, we can talk about other races, but it's specifically black men. We be killing ourselves, and it's sad. Bottom line, he couldn't control his emotions. He couldn't let that go. That's just the main point I'm trying to drive home. He could not control his emotions. He let that anger get the best of him. So he decided he's going to devise a plan to actually get these people killed. Like, since I'm talking, y'all, he was sending text messages. He had them going on planes. This was like a whole thing. Durk couldn't let it go. He could not let it go. The Tory Lanez dude, people keep saying there's stuff coming out about him not actually shooting Megan. He actually made a call to her from a government phone, which basically incriminated him more by him doing that. So he incriminated himself a little bit, because it sounds like on that call he's like, yeah, I was drunk, man. You know, yeah. that night, you know, whatever, all that stuff. Now, why would you say stuff like that if you didn't shoot her? It almost sounds like you're apologizing, and it sounds like a confession. And I'm sure y'all heard about him getting stabbed in prison, and that was come to find out, he was basically trying to, like, he was talking stuff about a prisoner's wife, and he was trying to say that, oh yeah, I'll F your wife, I'll mess with your wife, and he was like talking stuff to the prisoner. So this prisoner gets upset and stabs him a bunch of times, like 16 times, right? So that happens. He survives, he's alive, but it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, don't let that cockiness or that ego get you killed. Like, you're in a prison, and the fact that happened is, yeah, dude, you gotta be smarter than that. Like, read the room. Like, did you really think that dude was gonna let that go? Like, you can't do that. So that's just something. Like, I'm talking about a lot. I know I'm talking about a lot of different things, but it's just like, it seems like all these dudes, what they have in common is, it's like there's certain things it's like they can't control themselves or that thought process. They just, and I don't know, I don't want to say it's the money that makes them think like that. It could be the environment, who's around them, who's egging this stuff on too. That is also a problem. Who's encouraging this behavior as well. All I gotta say is, I just feel like if he does get out, and if he has to stay in there, hopefully he gets like anger management, because it seems like whatever he's doing, it's not working if you're slamming people over the head with a bottle. Like something's got to give here. You gotta learn something. You have to calm down, or you'll just deal with the consequences. You'll end up in jail, or someone else will take it a step further than what you are taking it, and they'll kill you because you just want to be that dude and be extra. Just saying, bad things happen. Bad things happen when you Jesus Christ. Bad things happen when you, Lord, what am I trying to say? Bad things happen when you escalate a situation, okay? That is the point I'm making. You shouldn't, this goes for anyone, you shouldn't escalate a situation. You should be the person de-escalating the situation. You hear me? De-escalate. And that's easier said than done. Some people will be like, oh, that's a punk move. Why should he, as a celebrity do? No, it's not just about him being a celebrity. Y'all so celebrity driven in this fucking country. And maybe in other countries too, but y'all just be like, be on their ass. No, it's not about them being a fucking celebrity. It's about actually thinking before you act and do something that you might regret later in life. Controlling your emotions, not letting your emotions get the best of you. Okay, so I kind of got, the camera has like a limit, I guess, so it just cut off for a second. But basically I'm saying, try not to escalate a situation, try to de-escalate, and try to think before you act. Take a deep breath. Think it through. You don't have to prove anything. And I see with some of these dudes, especially maybe the Chris Brown and the lildurk situation, not really the Tory Lanez, I don't know. A lot of people say he has the little man complex. But yeah, I feel like a lot of these dudes just feel like they have something to prove in a way, and they cannot control their emotions. And not just with celebrities, this is just with anybody, like I said previously in the video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give like a brief thing on like just my thought process with Chris Brown. He's one of my favorite artists. He's very creative, and it does suck to see him locked up and being locked up behind just him not really just him it just seems like he's reverting back to his old ways. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, it seems like this is like the old him, and I thought we were past this. But it's kind of like, maybe it's a habit that's hard to break. He just feels like he has to, like, you know what I mean?
Winning singer Chris Brown released on $6.7 million bail. He's accused of seriously injuring a music producer with a bottle in a London nightclub in 2023.
Alright guys, so I stand corrected. There has been an interesting development. So Chris Brown has actually been released on a $6.7 million bond. So that's what I read in the article. I'll put it up here. And I think it's pretty, I don't know if it's promising. Maybe they'll let this go. Maybe they just wanted more money. And I guess that made them change their minds. Because at first they were saying, oh no, we're not going to release them on anything. This is a serious crime. You're going to sit here until your court date. No touring for you, no concert for you. But looks like the concert and everything will be on. The Breezy Bowl, I think is what it's called. So hopefully and I don't, just to let y'all know, I don't want him to be in jail. I'm just saying, like I said in the previous video, the man does have anger issues. And if you let your anger get the best of you, yeah, you're going to have to deal with the consequences of your actions. So hopefully, maybe, the lawyer does his thing and he won't go to jail for attempted murder or assault and battery, whatever the hell the charge is. But from what I read, it seems like the Breezy Bowl is on. He is still going to do his tour dates, and maybe this case won't affect it, believe it or not. So, you guys let me know what you think about that, and yeah, just go on from there.
I don't wanna know your name, cause I might just feel your pain. Might just risk my life to keep you dry when it rains. Might just fall in love, a little hug can make me stay.